Well, can you even put into words last year? I don't even know if I knew who you were at this time, And then you had this unbelievable start, and Coach Glasgow kept saying, "Is this real?" And then it turns out it was real. So, just can you even put into words the difference from where you were last year mentally and everything to where you are now?
So I would say that last year it was very mental. Everything was overcomplicated I made things overcomplicated. This year it's more about just trusting my abilities and my talents and relying on them. And I actually just found out at the end of the season, whenever Glasgow had the interview, and he used to call me Lucky Lauren or something. I just found out about that. So it just puts a different perspective on things because I know what I'm capable of, and I know that I can really show my abilities.
Has the game slowed down because of that?
It has. A lot of that has to do with the team, though, because everybody wants to get on the field and play. But even with that, you're going to have somebody who's helping you right there next to you. Even if you are going for the same spot, they're going to be right there to pick you up when you fail and congratulate you whenever you succeed. So it really helps it.
Having so many freshmen play an impactful role last year for you guys, how important is that heading into year number 2 for that freshman class? And now that, you guys are experienced even at still such a young age?
It adds more experience to it. Everybody knows what to expect in terms of playing time because everybody got playing time last year. So we know what it's like to go into the game and how to handle it.
You probably caught a lot of people off guard talking about the opponents last year. I guess they're going to have a better strategies against you. Just talk about kind of foreseeing, and did you experience that in the fall, the adjustments as a hitter, as opposing team kind of adjust to try to get you?
So for me personally, I am trying not to change my swing as a hitter, but more so fix my holes and find them. Because with technology nowadays, everybody has film on you, so they're going to be able to study and go into the game with a game plan. So the goal this year is just to be able to fill those holes so, it's hard to actually accomplish that.
Which hole do you feel you're the closest at filling right now?
Well, I don't want to say that in case people haven't actually watched.
See, she's wise behind you.
She's smart.
What about this team this year? I know you haven't played a real game yet, but is there any kind of a different dynamic from what last year's team to this year in terms of chemistry, or is it just a motivation of not going as far last year? What is kind of the mindset of this team that you've seen so far?
I think it's a bit of everything. The chemistry is definitely a big factor in this year. We're so much closer as a team. We rely on each other a lot more. And then I think that all comes into play on the field. You could see it with our defense. Our defense wasn't necessarily our strong suit last year. And this year you can see everybody working together as one, and it's just coming together really well.
What is Coach Beach's addition? Kevin talked about Shelley earlier, kind of handling the defense. What's the impact there, and kind of what's just different about it?
So Coach Shelley is obviously a wizard when it comes to hitting, and then Coach Hunter is exactly the same when it comes to defense. He can see things that you just don't necessarily see unless you're looking for it, but he can just see it without even having to look for it, and it just really helps the whole game.